Let us go to Raul, Los Angeles, California, the great KBC, a Democrat. Go.
Hey, Mark, how you doing?
All right, now, did you call our liberal line or did you call our regular line?
Definitely the liberal line, Mark.
Now, you are aware that they're the same line, right?
Yes. Quick
right,
question, Mark.
Yes.
Why is it that Marco Rubio gets to use a teleprompter and Obama cannot?
Well, he can use a teleprompter all he wants. The problem with Obama using a teleprompter is he doesn't even use it well. He still does it even with the teleprompter.
It seems like Marco Rubio can't do anything wrong for the conservatives, you know?
Well, we like his viewpoints. I don't know if he can't do anything wrong, but so far from what I've heard, I think he's terrific. Why are you so negative toward him?
Well, I just think that you're building him up to be the next Ronald Reagan.
I'm not building him up to be anything. I want him to be the next senator from Florida. I was the first one to endorse him.
You know, another thing, too, you always make fun
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What's your problem with him?
With Marco Rubio?
Yeah.
I just don't like his ideology, to be honest.
You mean you don't like liberty?
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, let's go at it. Come on.
Can I just make another point real quick?
I guess so, yes.
Because you always make
Your first one was so fabulous. Give us another one.
You always make fun of Chris Matthews and how he got a shiver up his leg when he heard Obama speak.
No, I make fun of his drinking because he's a very vicious, nasty human being who tries to destroy people's reputations.
Well, so is Rush. But anyway.
Actually, Rush is a genius. Rush has created tens of thousands of jobs in the radio business and elsewhere. And what would liberals like you do without Rush? I guess you'd attack me. All right, go ahead.
So Jim DeMint, he was standing backstage yesterday with tears coming from his eyes after Rubio's speech, but it's not okay for Chris Matthews to make a little side note about how he feels when he listens to Obama.
So you don't see a difference between a guy tearing over a speech and a guy talking about something running up his leg?
No.
Let me ask you something. What do? I'm just curious.
I go to school, Mark.
And other than stalk conservatives, what do you do?
Study all day long.
Really? What's your major?
English.
Well, why are you studying English?
I'm getting my master's in English right now.
To do what? To do what? To be an English teacher?
You bet.
Okay, maybe you ought to study a little bit of what we call history. And after you study a little history, you can study a little economics. But the English will come in handy because you'll have a leg up on history and economics over an awful lot of other people, and you really need to understand our history and our economic system, and I speak to all you libs, because you might actually appreciate it. You see, I'm going to tell you something. Liberty is a very precious thing, and it can be lost very, very quickly. And we're confronting that right now, Raul, and it concerns me greatly that you don't see it as a very educated guy. When it comes to economics, I don't know why you believe that politicians, most of whom are lawyers, but very few of whom ever created jobs or have earned a dollar in the private sector, know so much about how the private sector works. So I'm hoping hold on now. I get your little jokes and all the little sarcastic comments. That's all well and good. I'm being very serious with you. And that is what makes this nation different than every other nation is our emphasis on liberty. They don't emphasize liberty in Great Britain anymore. They don't emphasize it in Canada anymore. We're still trying to emphasize it here. You see what I'm saying?
We're trying to emphasize a corporatist nation here, though, Mark.
No. Listen, don't give me the corporatist crap. If no corporation, no group of corporations is as powerful as this. Hold on now. Listen to me. I want you to listen to me. You can respond, but I want you to listen to me. No group of corporations in this nation are as powerful as this government. They can't issue laws like cap and trade. They can't redistribute wealth. You may not like them. You may not like what they do. But no corporation has ever sent anybody to their death. No corporation has ever sent anybody into harm's way. Now, what you're revealing to me is years and years of indoctrination from the left, but you're not revealing to me any independent thinking.
What I'm saying, Mark, is
first thing out of your mouth is corporations. Who do you think works at corporations? Do you want all those people to be without work?
up until a couple of weeks ago, I would agree with you, but after the Supreme Court ruled in favor of the corporation.
All right, let's slow down a second. Let's put aside the Supreme Court and that ruling for a second. I asked you a direct question, and I can't seem to get a direct answer. These corporations employ human beings who have families, okay? It's not just people who work at universities and in the public school system and work for the government. There are millions and tens of millions of people who work in the private sector for corporations, small and large, for businesses, small and large. And when these businesses are punished by government bureaucrats and government politicians, people are punished.
Nobody's being punished.
Oh, yes, they are. When taxes are raised to a certain limit and people are laid off, yes, people are being punished. You don't feel it yet because you're a student. But one day you will.
You're just in favor of moving more and more into the direction of a fascist state.
I want you to listen to me because you're very ignorant. I'm going to give it one more try. If I embrace the Constitution and I embrace the notion of individual liberty and I embrace the notion of private property rights in the civil society, things you've never been taught about, things you've never been educated about, things that have never motivated you to teach yourself about, it is impossible for me to promote fascism. It is you who are... Listen to me. Because you're ignorant. I said listen to me. A centralized authoritarian government that makes decisions for you about where you go to school, about how much you're allowed to earn, about what kind of doctor you can have, what kind of procedure you can have. That, sir, is fascism. You, sir, are an idiot. Now get out of here. Big dope. Wasting all our money educating that guy. He's learning English. What the hell for? To spew left-wing propaganda? I mean, he gives me the liberal talking points. Could have gotten him right off television. One down the next. The little laundry list. Doesn't want to listen to a single argument. And the reason is he can't refute it. In fact, let me boldly say no leftist can refute it. That's why no leftist can ever defeat me in a debate. It's not that I'm a genius. It's not that I'm so sharp. It's that I confidently embrace conservatism or the human knowledge that is this nation. I embrace it and I promote it. These guys, what about the corporations? Or what? They're utterly predictable and moronic. Now, we're all supposed to hate all these corporations. What the hell for? Corporations exist to serve me. They make a profit by serving me. They employ people. My 401k, my IRA, it's not invested in Social Security. It's invested in the private sector, in corporations. Why do I want to punish corporations? Why suddenly is the word corporation a dirty word? Because the left wants it to be a dirty word so they can suck the blood out of them and suck the blood out of you. Let me tell you something. If ExxonMobil isn't safe, if Aetna isn't safe, if State Farm isn't safe, you're not safe. Because they're big, they have money, they have tens of thousands of employees, they have lobbyists, and you don't. And if they can take them down, they can take you down faster.